Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at...
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8 electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11 electoral votes, West Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
What's going on, everybody? It is time for CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, in the Pensacola 199 studios here in Florida, and I'm happy to see all of you in the chat, fresh off a Mario Kart stream, and a lot to talk about. I mean, there's a lot to cover, and only a little time to do so. I am here because I've got some family stuff. Probably won't be a 2-hour show tonight unless you guys force my hand, which I'm totally okay with. But I have to be up very early in the morning for some family stuff. But we got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. I was in West Palm Beach at the Turning Point Action Conference, where the great 45th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, was there. Tucker Carlson was there. Benny Johnson, and many others. And I got to say, we had a great time. I got some criticisms, but it's not like the event just didn't go smoothly, but I really appreciate everything that they're doing. It's just that it didn't run as smoothly as it needed to be. And for that reason, I didn't get to experience as much as I would have liked to, but that's neither here nor there for right now. But this is CobraCast 199, the single most important live stream on the internet with 199 in the name, the most viewers, the most super chats, the most members, and we never have to shut our chat down for members only because almost everybody's already a damn member. You guys know how the party goes. And wow, I mean, just came off a Mario Kart stream where Rumble, Chris Pavlovsky over on Rumble, the CEO, dropped $600 on our stream on Mario Kart. We were on the front page of Rumble. We had 2,700 people watching, and it was wild. Shout out to Rumble. We are live on Rumble right now on my D-Day Cobra channel. So if you have not, go over there and give us a follow over there. Great stuff, man. Excellent stuff. And through that one, I actually jumped on another stream during the Mario Kart stream, and we're going to talk about that. We're actually going to do a quick little we're going to do a reaction to my appearance on Nerd Theory here in just a minute. But let's see. Liberal Hive Mind gave me a shout out. Heck yeah, Liberal Hive Mind is a great channel. So I really happy to hear that. Love Liberal Hive Mind. Love good work by Liberal Hive Mind for sure. So I appreciate the shout out. But yeah, so we've got that Turning Point Action Conference. We're going to talk about that. We've got some interesting stuff to discuss in terms of some of the news going on. Lost Tales has just been filling up the inbox with all types of stories, and I love all of that. We're trying to facilitate that a little better, so if Lost Tales can kind of feed me a lot of different stories that I'm going to look into. Not sure that we'll get to any of that tonight, but we're at least beginning that process, and I'm really excited about that. Video, is it stuttering? Is the video stuttering? Really? Anybody getting any stuttering issues? So I see Mary Nicholson says she's having an issue. Not showing anything for me. You guys seeing anything? No issues? Okay. Yeah, we should be good. We're actually here in Pensacola where the internet actually works here in this location. So we should be good to go. But yes, so I want to welcome everybody in. We've already got a bunch of people here. We got a bunch of memberships. Bebop is in the house gifting D-Day Cobra memberships. Well, says America. Bebop, 7 total gifted memberships so far. Elaine Estrada with 2 gifted memberships. Valkyria Winter with 10 gifted memberships. That's what's up right there. Jared the American, third-party candidates scaring the Democrats. Yes, they are. And I feel like we're at the beginning stages of, like, something's going to change, man. Like, we are laying the foundation, I believe. I believe we're laying the foundation, maybe not for 2024, but for the future. Again, independent media has replaced the mainstream corporate media for the most part. Independent movies are making a name for themselves. Independent comics, independent games. Like, we're in the beginning phases. Independent candidates next. Like, we will be able to take this country back from the crazy leftists. There's no doubt about it. And I think we're on the right track. I think we are on the right track for sure. Valkyria Winter with a member message. Hail all. No $500 super chat for Brie Larson's feet this week. Maybe next week. Skull. Thank you, Valkyria Winter. Scott McKenzie, hail to the chat. Jeremy the 199 and Snake Pit. Come on and take it. Let's go, Brandon. Jail Hillary, Hunter, and release Epstein's list. Did I miss anything? That's plenty. That's covering plenty right there. Don't forget Nancy Pelosi. Celluloid Dream says Jeremy is a figget. A figget. Sally Ito says, went to see The Sound of Freedom yesterday. It's an eye-opening, definitely a must-see. 100%. Sound of Freedom is doing fantastic. We were able to donate $1,500 and send 100 people to go see The Sound of Freedom. So shout out to all of you lovely people in the chat. That was a damn good feeling. And yeah, so let's talk about a couple things here. So we got some things to go over. Turning Point Action. So because of Benny Johnson, the great Benny Johnson, he got us the hookup. We love Benny. Appreciate Benny. Got us connected for Turning Point Action, and we were able to go. It was me, it was Ryan, it was Suresh, and it was someone else that I've got working behind the scenes. And here's the problem with it. It started out not good. And so we get there, and we had VIP tickets. We get there, and oh man, there was this no kick tonight. Sorry, it won't connect to my software here. But there was this massive line outside in the massive Florida heat and humidity. So you've got people standing outside for hours in full suits and ties, people dressed up, and they were standing outside, the line wrapped around through the parking garage and everything. It was a nightmare. And I'm like, how long have we got to stand here? We stood there for a long time. It was brutally hot. And there was a guy in front of me that was in a full suit and tie. He had took his jacket off, and it looked like he just got out of the pool with his clothes on. He was drenched. It was so bad that Charlie Kirk came out there to talk to everybody and apologize to everybody. And really what this came down to was the security and the secret, the security, Secret Service, Trump being there. There was a massive backlog on getting people into the event. So essentially, as soon as you walked in the door, they had security checkpoints right there. Like right there. So the line just stretched all the way out. It was bad. It was really, really bad. And now, I mean, I know what people paid for VIP tickets. So like, I can't complain too much considering I got the hookup. But like, if I was to pay money for VIP tickets and I'm standing out there for hours, sweating my ass off. So that happened. Finally got in. We were supposed to get in hours earlier, and I was hoping to mingle with a lot of people, introduce myself, meet people, whatever. Did get to hang out with ALX. Shout out to ALX. Great guy. That was the first time I got to meet ALX. Got to meet a couple other people. It was really cool. Got to have some good conversations. Finally went in there to get our seats. And, we had pretty decent seats and got to hear a lot of the speakers. And, there was really good people there. I mean, Anna Paulina Luna was there. Byron Donalds was there. I've got a Byron Donalds story to share with all of you here in a minute as well. Megyn Kelly actually crushed it. Megyn Kelly crushed it. She did a sit-down discussion with Charlie Kirk, and Megyn Kelly came in there and just smoked the left and the Democrats. Holy crap. I mean, she crushed it. I couldn't believe how she called out all of the identity politics. She called out the mutilation of children. She called out men pretending to be women and vice versa. She crushed it. I could not believe how much she crushed it, but she 100% crushed it. Honestly, if I'm being as objective as possible, you guys know I love Trump. Obviously, you guys know this. And obviously, Trump's mere presence alone was a show stealer. But Tucker Carlson stole the fucking show, dude. Tucker Carlson brought the house down. Tucker was incredible. His energy was so on point. He played off the crowd so damn good. Tucker Carlson crushed it, man. I mean, he absolutely crushed it. And I'm sure a lot of you saw the speech, but like Tucker Carlson was incredible. It really was amazing. Now, of course, Trump was amazing, and just the energy in the room when Trump is there is second to none. No one commands the attention that Trump does. But if you're talking about just sheer energy alone and overall performance, Tucker Carlson really did steal the show. He really, really did. The man is a freaking rock star. And so the conference overall had a great time. Didn't meet as many, like, I'll be honest with you. So the way I met Benny Johnson, we were at a Daily Wire. We were at the after show for Terror on the Prairie, Gina Carano's movie. There was an after party. We were invited to the after party. Ryan is really good at kind of mingling and working the crowd. It's not really my strong suit, but like you put a drink in Ryan's hand, he can go talk to everybody all day. He just has a gift. He's really good at it. So I was hanging out with Jay, and we were just kind of talking, and all of a sudden Ryan comes up to me after hours. He goes, "Guess who I was just talking to?" I'm like, "Who?" He says, "Benny Johnson." I'm like, "I want to confront Benny right now, but over a tweet, because I had a real issue with the tweet that Benny made like the previous year. I'd never met Benny, all right, but I was like, I got a bone to pick with Benny, and I'm gonna talk to Benny right now." And so Ryan's like, "All right." So he's like, brings him over, goes, "Hey, Benny. This is Jeremy. He runs Geeks and Gamers." He goes, "Jeremy, I know Geeks and Gamers." And I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I said, "Hey, we got to talk, bro. We got to talk." I checked him on this tweet, and he was super cool about it, man. He was super cool about it. And after that, we just started talking. He starts talking about Friday Night Tights and, how much he loves all of this. And that's awesome. Like, Benny is as legit as humanly possible. And I tell that story because I planned on doing the same thing to Jack Posobiec. I've never met Jack Posobiec. I've always followed Jack Posobiec. But because I ratioed him on Twitter one time over a disagreement, he soft blocked me. He basically blocked me and unblocked me so that I would not follow him anymore. I planned on going up to Posobiec and doing the same thing. But I never got a chance to meet him. And I would have been 100% respectful. Obviously, I'm always respectful as I can. I was going to walk up to Jack like, Jack, hey, man, it's me, D-Day Cobra from Twitter. I don't know if you remember, but you blocked me over the Tulsa King. We had our argument. I called you out. You responded. I was like, bro, like, we're cool. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been a fan of yours. So, like, we need to kind of bury the hatchet. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been cool and respectful. And I'm sure at some point in time, we'll be able to get that opportunity. But I didn't get the chance. But after the fact, Suresh from 221B Tactical, Suresh is the type of guy, like, Suresh just has, okay, so there was something else that happened. So before Megyn Kelly came out, Ryan got up to go and get a drink or something like that. So he left the main kind of area there, okay? And like 20 minutes has passed, and I'm like, where's Ryan? 30 minutes passed. I'm like, well, maybe Ryan just ran into somebody. I know how Ryan can just open conversations or whatever. Like an hour passes, and I finally text Ryan. I'm like, bro, where are you at? He goes, I can't get back in. I'm like, what? What do you mean you can't get back in? He goes, fire marshals have shut it down. They won't let anyone back in. And I'm like, what? So he missed Megyn Kelly. He missed Tucker's speech. And this was like right before Trump. And Suresh was like, now Suresh is a former police officer. He's big into the 2A industry. He's well connected. Suresh is a very smart guy, very, very smart guy. Suresh is like, where's Ryan? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, tell me where he's at. Like, so I text Ryan, like, where are you at? He's like, I'm over here. Suresh is like, I'll be back. Suresh walks over there. Like, I've seen him talking to security. Next thing you know, Ryan's walking back over. And so, yeah. So Suresh is awesome. And so that happened. So then after the event, so Ryan got back in there. He was there for Trump and everything like that. And so after the event, Suresh was like, hey, I'm going to take you guys out to a restaurant or something. Of course, I'm like, let's go to Culver's, Ryan's like, seriously? I was like, okay, go to Applebee's or something. Suresh's like, we'll go somewhere a little nicer than Applebee's. Okay, I got you. So Suresh is from the area. So Suresh was like, walks in, he makes a phone call, makes reservations. So we walk in the restaurant. And as soon as we walk in the restaurant, he had no idea this was going to happen, but he reacted immediately. We walk in the restaurant. He sees the hostess. She's like, oh, hi, blah, blah. He looks over towards the bar, and I don't know what he's doing. He walks over to the bar, leans over, shakes this guy's hand. It was Byron Donalds. And he walked up to Byron like he'd known him forever. He's like, hey, great job tonight, buddy. Blah, 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 blah. Starts talking. Suresh presents himself in such a commanding way. Like, Byron Donalds stood up and fucking started talking to us. Like, he just started talking to us like he knew us. And it was all because of the way that Suresh presented himself. And I was like, holy shit. And yeah, so it was super cool. It was super cool, man. And it was not planned or anything. It was the coolest thing ever. And it was all because of Suresh. So yeah, man, great stuff indeed, man. So overall, it was great. I didn't get a chance to do the Sunday because I had to travel back because I have family stuff going on right now that I have to tend to. But it was a really, really cool situation. And overall, thank you to Benny Johnson and his incredible team of people. Benny he's doing a lot for us. And he's opening up some opportunities for us that I urge you guys just continue to show love and show support in whatever way you can, because we are showing people what the community of Geeks and Gamers 199, all of that is. And a lot of people have their eyes on us right now. So again, to recap, Turning Point action was great. Couple of obviously some organizational issues, but Charlie Kirk, to his point, came out there in the hot ass sun in his full suit and started shaking hands with everybody and apologizing. Respectable as hell. It's not about the mistakes. It's about, Charlie doesn't even run Turning Point. They have a CEO. I mean, he's kind of their face, but he doesn't run the day to day. But when Charlie Kirk recognized that there was a problem and people were outside in the hot and the heat, just sweating their ass off, he comes out there and just walks through the line, shaking hands, taking pictures, apologizing to people. That is cool, man. That is cool. So I appreciated that, and I respected him for doing that. I personally did not get a chance to meet Charlie Kirk, but other people did, and that was really nice of him to do that. So and he not only was he out there, he had a bunch of people out there, and they were all in suits. Everybody was hot as hell, and he was doing it. So that's a super cool guy. That's awesome, man. Let's see. Roman Viking says, blah, 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 get to some substance, Jeremy. Okay, I'll get to some substance right now if you really want me to. I mean, if that's really what you're looking for. Legalize adulthood for $199. Rhinos are going to be extinct. That enough for you right there? Huh? That enough right there? That's some damn good substance right there. That's some damn good substance. Thank you, Legalize Adulthood. On that point, so we had our stream on Rumble, which we always stream on Rumble and YouTube and Kick when we do the Mario Kart streams. Chris from Rumble, the CEO of Rumble, shows up in our chat and drops $600 in super chats or Rumble rants. $600 in Rumble rants. Yes. Put us on the front page, and we had 2,700 people watching just on Rumble. Amazing. Amazing. And I'm like, hey, Chris, call your boy. Let's talk. Let's make a deal. So he dropped one $100 super chat and a $500 Rumble rant. So shout out to him. Before that, I had to go on a stream really quick, and we're gonna do a reaction to the stream that I hopped onto. So in the middle of my Mario Kart stream, my good friend Star Wars Theory, who is the biggest Star Wars YouTube channel, he has almost surpassed the official Star Wars YouTube channel. He has 3.2 or 3 million subscribers. Good friend. I've been friends with Theory for years. So he messages me, or he's in the chat, and then he messages me. He's like, hey, I got a bunch of people in my chat calling you racist. I'm defending you, but can you maybe hop on here for a minute and just kind of talk to my chat? I jumped on there once, and I was trying to do like both streams, and I couldn't really handle it because I had everybody in my ear from my team, and I couldn't hear what they were saying. So I jumped back on. I left the stream for a minute, and I jumped over there, and here's what happened. Here's what happened, and I want you guys to look at the chat. I want you guys to look at the chat right before I get there, okay? So watch this chat go crazy with the 199. But the better part is they were confused on what 199 meant, all right? They didn't know what 199 meant. They had no idea. And all they saw was 199s. But what was funny is that some of the haters were saying that they couldn't figure out what 199 meant. So some of the haters were like, 199 is all his chat can afford to give him as a $1.99 super chat. I answered that. I addressed it. Watch this.
Standing of it, or like a calmer sort of take on it or whatnot. But I mean, yeah, apparently it's a massive problem, and there's a lot of different ways that
look at that chat. Look at that chat.
Could potentially help with it. Different organizations, charities, etc. Yeah. Does a portion of the ticket sales go to it at all?
These guys, there we go.
Like
I'm back.
Sure.
I can hear you now. I took a break.
Cool.
You're on Geeks and Gamers right now as well.
Okay, nice.
So I took a break so I could actually talk to you. I got like 3 minutes. So
what's up?
I can hear you. Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
All right. So Theory said a lot of bad things are being said about me. So I'm here to face the accusations really quick.
Well, since you left, people are still spamming 199. So
yeah, what's that about?
It's 199. So really quick on that one, you can go to my pinned post on Twitter and you can see the moment that it happened. We had a hater come into our chat, and he was really frustrated because we were criticizing the most recent Star Wars Celebration, and he said Star Wars Celebration's been around since. He meant to say 1999, and he said 199. Of course, the number one rule is if you're going to criticize a YouTuber and he highlights your comment, you better not misspell. And so, yeah, there's somebody in the chat saying, Jeremy, what ethnicity are you? What? What does that even mean? Why are you the chat kind of took over. The 199 is kind of that's our calling now. We are the 199. We are Legion.
Oh,
and,
I thought
so yeah, they basically just took it over.
That's what your chat.
Yeah.
That's all they can afford in super.
Well, I mean, if that's what your chat said, if you look up Geeks and Gamers, I have the top 2 of the top 10 most super chatted YouTube channels in the United States of America. Thank you very much. That is a fact. You can look that up.
How do you find those stats?
Just Google most super chatted YouTubers. There's a site called Playbook that keeps up to it with it. You'll see D-Day Cobra. I'm ahead of Tim Pool most of the time. Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tap Man, all of that. So,
Playboard.co.
Yeah. And then you can filter through it. And you can go through the daily, weekly. I think like last month, I think Geeks and Gamers was like 12th and D-Day Cobra was like 15th in the country. So I will certainly be monetizing that tonight on CobraCast. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
What am I?
So are you looking it up?
I'm looking at mine. Looking at mine now, 'cause I'm really interested in this shit.
So it's so funny because so they were trying to say like, and I was like, bro, our people got jobs, okay? So no, that was probably one of the worst things a hater of mine could say. But that will backfire completely.
I don't really live stream much. So I'm like,
yeah. It's a thing. Like some people don't live stream that much. Some people do. So
that is cool though, man.
Yeah, dude, that's really cool. What is that even?
Yeah. There's been days where we were one and like both my personal channel and Geeks and Gamers were in the top 5 in the country, like certain days. So
nice, dude. That's cool.
Yep. So yes, that's a super chat flex. But I do have to jump back to my stream, so I got like a couple more minutes. I'm leaving everybody hanging on my team. My whole team just sitting there waiting, and they were like, "Is theory that important?" I'm like, "Yeah, theory's that important."
You're damn right I am.
But hey, in all seriousness, no matter what I've been through, Star Wars Theory, and he doesn't even make it public. He always texts me. He's like, "Bro, you need anything?" Every time something happens, whatever you need, he's a legit friend. Go ahead, Josh. You had something. So they asked me a couple Star Wars questions with that. That's kind of the gist of it right there. But I just thought that was funny. I was like, man, the whole chat shows up with the 199s and it was crazy. And I was like, this is amazing. And every time, like I watch a lot of different streams on YouTube. Okay. And I don't comment a lot. I'm just trying to see what's going on. I see 199 everywhere. I see you all over the place with the 199s. You're everywhere. It's crazy. It's the best thing ever. It's literally the coolest thing ever. And it always humbles me beyond belief to see it. So it's everywhere. People are like, what does 199 mean? And all that stuff. And like you again, I really am very, very, very like keep personal, life out of stuff. But like my mom asks me the other day, I get here back to Pensacola. My mom's like, I Googled 199 and I'm like, oh no, Mom. No. Are you serious? She's like, I needed to know what it meant. I'm like, God, I don't even know what the hell you ended up with. I don't even know what you ended up with. Oh God. But if you want to know, you just go to my pinned post. But the 199, it's a lifestyle, man. It's who we are. We are the 199. And it's because of all of you. So I'm like, I don't know what you're running into. I don't know what you're seeing. But oh my goodness. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you, Michael Gorzik, for $10 for the sweat. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Crazy Post says, I just saw Sound of Freedom and the entire theater was in tears. I've never seen an entire theater get up and clap. I'll definitely see the movie again for support. God's children are not for sale. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And it's crushing at the box office. It's going to hit $100 million. And then from there, who knows where it's going to go, man. But this movie's doing special things. And I'm happy to be a very small part of it, along with so many of you out there. So definitely go out and support Sound of Freedom any way you can. The Happy Plague Doctor says, did you get to meet Justin Bieber or something? No. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead just saw Sound of Freedom. Pretty good. Do you think Grace Randolph had the worst take about Mario movie or Sound of Freedom? Definitely Sound of Freedom. Definitely Sound of Freedom. And her Mario take was horrifically bad, but Sound of Freedom was unbelievably terrible. It really was. So I definitely Sound of Freedom, her take was bad. There's Legalize Adulthood with the $199 super chat right there. Again, 199. Thank you, Legalize Adulthood. Cowboy 1, how come you don't do the show with Suresh anymore? It's mainly like I am trying to free up my schedule to do some different things. My schedule is so busy right now. So like Thursday was originally we started doing that on Wednesday, but it was like doing the daily show every day and then having to do the political show and then having to do the gaming stream and then have to do CobraCast. That was 4 streams in the day. It was just too much for me. So we moved it to Thursday. Thursday is the one day during the week where I have a little bit of kind of flexibility. So I basically was like, told him, I said, I just can't afford to do it right now. But with the time side, but that's it. That's all it is. But Suresh has always got our back. He's always around. So that's why. Back go. I understand you are Hispanic now. Cool. Can you still bless the chat? Padre? Praise the Lord and praise CobraCast 199. Hail to the Legion of CobraCast for allowing Jeremy Osteen to go on to other streams and flex about the super chats that this stream and the Geeks and the Gamer streams makes. Praise to all of the 199. That's a big old wah-min right there. Wah-min. Hail, blessed CobraCast. I'm going to bless all of you with something that you're all going to love. All right? I'll bless you with all this right here, ladies and gentlemen, right here. That is a hated man right there. That is a very, very hated man. And he deserves it. He deserves it. What a terrible person. What a terrible person. I see a lot of beards in the chat. You guys sending Hailstorm a message right now? See a lot of beards in the chat. Yeah, that was great to hear. He is a terrible, terrible person. And again, let me remind all of you. This is that guy right here.
Never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2 plus kids.
What a terrible person. What a terrible person. Yeah, he's horrible. There's a lot of beards, Hailstorm. There's a lot of beards in the chat. A lot. Like Dog Face Pony Soldier gifting another D-Day Cobra membership. Doug B for 50. Drunk Cobra Theory, baby. Yeah, I'm so pumped. You love to see it. Jeremy, you're doing something uniquely special here, and I'm proud to be a tiny part of it. Thanks to you and your team. I'm making a meetup one of these days, so help me 199. Thank you so much, Doug B. Yes, we are going to have a Drunk Cobra Theory stream. I think the end of this month, and it's going to be on Drunk 3PO's channel. That's a stream that me, Drunk 3PO, and Star Wars Theory do. If you guys don't remember, me and Star Wars Theory, we had a bit of a falling out, and we never discussed it publicly. We were friends. I went out to his, Vader fan film, and we collaborated a little bit, and then we actually had a falling out. And we 100% kept that private. We just, dealt with it, and we didn't really speak for a while. And then through circumstances, we connected, and really just one quick phone call. It took about 5 minutes to just hash that shit out like a couple of men. And then we just started being friends again. and wasted a lot of time by not just dealing with it. And so, so then we went live on Jay's channel, me, Star Wars Theory, and Jay, and people were like, they had no idea we even had the issues. And I'm like, well, you know, it's a lot easier when you don't have someone constantly running their mouth on the internet about private problems or whatever. And so, yeah, Theory's a great guy. No matter what's happened with me, he always texts me. He's always like, hey, what do you need? I got your back. Like, it's not like he's going on Twitter tagging like, hey, Jeremy, I've got your back. Like, he texts me like, you know, like a friend. He's like, hey, bro, you need anything? No, man, we're good. I appreciate it. You know, always looking out. So he's a good dude. He's a good dude. And so Drunk Cobra Theory will be returning at the end of the month, and I'm looking forward to it. And we got Total Chaos with a 50. First time hearing you talking about Mama Osteen. This is for the mother of the 199 leader. Thank you, Total Chaos. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man. Total Chaos, big supporter. Fantastic Mr. Knox with the 199. Thank you, Dragon Dance. Swig of water for Mama 199. Nagranol says, I can only afford the $1.99, but you can still have it. Thank you. Keck Lord, I was late watching old Living Color bloopers. The 199 rabbit hole. LOL. Hope your mom is staying sane still. Hail 199 and hello. Thank you. Captain J6 says, have you reacted to Andrew Tate with Tucker? Something you might be interested in for this show. I have not, and I haven't even watched. I've watched a little bit of it, and I'm interested to hear more about it hear more of it for sure. 199 Cultist says, hail Lord Jeremy, and then a 199, 199, 199, 199. Keck Lord says, I am the law. Hail 199. Now there is, and maybe we may have to react to that Andrew Tate, Tucker Carlson conversation here in a bit. But since I told you this lady right here brought the house down, I do have this is a cool video right here that we're going to react to from Megyn Kelly. So Megyn Kelly crushed it at Turning Point Action. Crushed it. And this right here, this is some good stuff to hear. So let's hear this really quick from Megyn Kelly.
Down in Palm Beach, Florida with Turning Point Action. This is the Charlie Kirk group that involves thousands and thousands of college students, probably, more than that nationwide. But at the event, we had some 4,000 or 5,000 of college students and supporters and others who were there to listen to mainly President Trump, who appeared. Tucker was also there. It was really fun.
And can I just say, she looks better in person too, bro. Holy crap. She looks, she obviously looks good here, but she looks better in person. A lot better.
And to see him, and I was there among many, many others in politics and elsewhere, more affiliated with the right for sure. And it was fascinating and it was wonderful. One of my favorite things that I did while there was speak to a roundtable of college students with Charlie. And my God, what these kids are going through. My God. One of the things that really jumped out at me was the young women talking about how there are no masculine men anymore on college campuses.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, they were talking about how they're stuck with the man bun everywhere they turn. Oh no. How are we going to reproduce the next generation?
Bro, if Gary doesn't use that, holy shit.
All these effeminized men who've been schooled by these left-leaning liberal women on their toxic masculinity, who now think the answer is to burst out into tears at every turn. My God, it's not. Please don't. The future of humanity requires you to be hunters and gatherers and brave warriors and not to turn into women.
Yes.
It was kind of scary.
She has gotten based as hell, dude. Like, she has gotten based as hell.
But these are more conservative leaning college students who are talking about being conservative on college campuses that are, of course, overwhelmingly liberal, and how they understand very well that they're going to be downgraded on certain papers and so on if they don't toe the party line, meaning the leftist party line, and the courage it takes to push back against that. I also learned that Clemson is not that liberal. So that was good to hear. Clemson, South Carolina, it's a great school. But I had thus, far believed that it was pretty much Hillsdale or Liberty for those of us who want our kids to go to non-indoctrinating leftist schools. Clemson. All right, go Tigers. In any event, then we moved on to the evening session. And just before the evening session, I got the chance to sit with my friend Tucker Carlson, who you guys know we've been friends for a long, long time, well before his primetime role at Fox. And I used to have him on my show all the time when I was in the primetime. And I knew back then he was a star who was being underutilized. And as I've told you before, was the one who recommended to Lachlan Murdoch that they elevate him to the prime time. Obviously,
by the way, I just got a notification, and I don't know if you want me to say your name. I don't know if, like, I don't want to use the name because sometimes there's doxing involved and all of that. But we just got directly to my PayPal. We got a $199 donation direct to PayPal. Direct. So shout out. But I don't know if you want your name used. I'm gonna see if there's a message in there. But thank you. Incredible. So really appreciate that. Right direct to jeremy@geeksandgamers.com, my PayPal.
He's made a go of it, and he's become an international star. And you spend 2 minutes with Tucker, and you're totally reminded of why. He's just completely magnetic. He's such a happy warrior. You know, he's been through the ringer these past few months, and just all smiles and easy to be with, happy to see the bright side of virtually everything, including what's happened to him. And we had a great meeting with Tucker, his executive producer, Justin Wells, and Abby and I. And all I can tell you is, you know, to be a fly on that wall, your jaw would have dropped at some of the things that we exchanged. More on that as the days and weeks and months go by. There are just some really interesting things. Fox News has not yet sued Tucker. And all I'll tell you is they should not. It would be a mistake, as I've said before, but I believe it even more strongly now than ever. Don't do it, Fox. You're going to be really sorry. It's not going to end well for you or anyone on your side if you go after him. Just let him go. You fired him. He wants to give back the money, just wants to make a living doing the news. Just let him. Don't be dumb. And so in any event, more on that as I said, as time passes.
Now, so she's about to talk about Trump here in a minute. And let me just say, so Megyn Kelly, I've never been the biggest fan of Megyn Kelly. I've been watching Megyn Kelly for a long time. Like back when she was, I think it was Bill Hemmer was his name. She had a show with Bill Hemmer on Fox News. And then she basically became like the big star of Fox News after O'Reilly got fired. She became the star of Fox News. And then obviously Tucker, you know, kind of came up through the ranks and became the star. She left to become part of, I think, NBC, and that didn't go very well for her. But right now, at this point in time, especially with what you're about to hear from her, she is a very important voice in everything going on, especially the things I heard from her at Turning Point Action. She is letting the left have it. So let's continue.
Now, one of the most interesting things I did was have a private audience with former President Donald Trump. When he came into the arena, we met just one-on-one. And, you know, I mean, there were like his team was standing nearby, but he and I got a one-on-one together for the first time in years. And it was frankly great to see him. You know, all that nonsense between us is under the bridge. And he could not have been more magnanimous. You know, it's just, the thing about Trump is he commands the room. He walks in, and it's not just because he's a former president now, because I knew him before that. There's just something about him. It's like an aura that sort of takes over the room. There's only one person you can look at. I remember when he was doing Celebrity Apprentice, and Geraldo was on it, and John Rich was on it. And John Rich, I think it was, invited me to an event for Celebrity Apprentice. And you went there, and same thing. Trump walks in, like the whole room turns. It's Donald Trump. Well, even more so now. He could not have been nicer or more generous, and had some interesting thoughts about the debates, whether he's going to attend. I wouldn't bet on it. I would not bet on him attending at least that first Fox News debate. If I had to put money on it, you know, it's Trump, so he could change his mind. But that was my feeling in having talked to him, though
I hope he doesn't show up to the debate. He doesn't need to show up to the debate. They need him. And it's clear Fox News wants Ron DeSantis. Well, you know what? How you going to be when you don't have Trump there to push your ratings? And you got Meatball Ron sitting there being awkward as hell. And we're going to talk a little bit about the DeSantis campaign here in just a minute. But Trump should absolutely not show up to this debate.
Didn't commit one way or the other. And we had a great exchange. I thought it was interesting, as a journalist, as a woman, as a human who went through so much with Trump. We've had our ups and downs, it's fair to say. To me, there was a lesson in that kind moment between the two of us. And it was that even as a journalist, if you can take your own ego out of it, and I went through a lot as Trump attacked me for those 9 months. I've documented that in my book and elsewhere. But if you can take your ego out of it, and if you can be quick to sort of get past these confrontations and these negative experiences, you can open up such possibility for yourself. You can open up a field of wellness, of positivity, of good relationships. So take the fact that it's Donald Trump, former president, and Megyn Kelly, well-known journalist, out of it. This could be true for you in your life. This could be true. If you can just find a way to say, you know what, that was yesterday. I'm here on today. I'm looking at tomorrow. I just think it's a testament to how people can change and people can rebuild relationships and people can move forward in a positive way. And I know I'm not the only one, because when Trump took to the stage and addressed the roaring crowd, which was completely in his corner, he said the following, which caught my attention. Listen to Trump talking about yours truly. It's SOT 12.
And Megyn Kelly, she was the one that gave me that terrible question where I said only Rosie O'Donnell. Thank God I came up with that. I would have been, because she had plenty of other names going. I didn't like that. The place went crazy. Nobody ever heard the other names, so I considered that a very good answer. But that was a hell of a question. But she has been all, and she's been great. And by the way, not to me. She's been great for the country. She wants our country to survive. So it's not for me.
Trump's so funny.
So it's amusing as always. I didn't actually have a list of other women, but his point is well taken. He did do well with that question, and the Rosie O'Donnell comment brought down the House when he made it. But he's right that it's the country I care about, and whether it's Trump or some other leader on the right, I've made pretty clear I don't see how you can vote for somebody on the other side who can't say what a woman is, right? Who's trying to indoctrinate our children in backwards racial thinking, who wants children with body parts cut off before they hit age 18. How can you vote for that? So it could be Donald Trump, could be Ron DeSantis, could be Tim Scott, could be Aunt Nikki Haley, all these people offering a vision that is much more clear-headed and positive for our country than what we're seeing right now on the left. So it was great to see him. He was extremely popular at this event, which is more in Trump's corner. He won the poll, I think I was like 97% over any other candidate. DeSantis declined to attend the event, which I think was a mistake. No, it's not his crowd, but he...
DeSantis, and we'll end it there. She does kind of talk about how DeSantis has agreed to do an interview with her, which is going to be pretty damn interesting. So yes, DeSantis has agreed to do an interview with her, which I don't think he can handle it. I really don't. I think he's going to collapse as well. But speaking on that straw poll that they had, yes, Trump crushed. This was in the state of Florida, by the way. In the state of Florida, President Trump won the Turning Point straw poll with 85% of the vote. DeSantis only earned 4%. Last year, Trump was at 78 and DeSantis was at 19. The base has completely turned on DeSantis. That is a fact. That is a fact. It will not change. As I have said many times, you will not defeat Donald Trump. It's not going to happen. Trump is too, and look, Megyn Kelly just said it. Megyn Kelly has no reason to say what she just said about Trump other than the fact that it's just true. Donald Trump is just always the most important man in the room, no matter what room he walks in. He is always the most important guy in the room. He just is. That's just a fact. Nothing's going to change that. Nothing will ever change that fact. As long as he is living and breathing, Donald Trump is and always will be the most important person in the room. Blurry screenshot? Really? That's weird. I don't know why you had a blurry screenshot. How about this one? Do you guys see this one right here? Do you see that one? Tell me if you see that okay. Yeah, why has it gotten blurry all of a sudden? That's weird. So let's see here. Shouldn't be blurry. Should be good. Clear? Okay. Looks good. Okay. So right here, Pro DeSantis Super PAC is set to spend 7 figures in Iowa tomorrow on an anti-Trump ad that uses AI-generated versions of Trump's voice. Go ahead. Go ahead and continue down this path. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to work. It's done. It's over. Like, go back to Florida. Go back to Florida. Be an awesome governor. Fall in line. Apologize to Trump. Apologize to MAGA. That's all you got to do. Like, as a matter of fact, like right here, if you look at this, DeSantis surrounded himself with anti-Trumpers and his campaign is a complete disaster. This is your DeSantis is my president starter pack right here. These people have absolutely destroyed his campaign. And I say this as someone that has always liked Ron DeSantis, okay? But right here, look at that. 2024 national Republican primary, Trump at 53% plus 39, DeSantis at 14. Vivek was there, by the way. Vivek was at Turning Point, and Vivek did a great job. Vivek was awesome. I actually think Vivek is positioning himself to probably finish as the number 2 person in these primaries. Vivek is crushing it. All right, crushing it. So he's definitely kind of making a name for himself, and he's doing it the right way. He's doing it the right way. Like, people keep wanting to push him for VP. Do you know what I said when I met Byron Donalds? I literally looked him in his eyes and I said, "Good to meet you. Should I say future vice president?" That's what I said to Byron Donalds. I literally said that to him, and he just shook his head. He goes, So that's what I said to him, though. But I personally still want Carrie Lake. I still think Carrie Lake is the best pick. I don't want Vivek for VP either. I want Carrie Lake. But yeah. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let's see. We got Peeps. Bebop says, I'd travel 500 miles to give her my seed. We got Reignited Republic over on the Rumble side. Doesn't say nothing. Just drops the 10. What's up, Reignited Republic? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you indeed. Let's see. Streamlabs. You want me to look at Streamlabs? Let me see what's going on with Streamlabs really quick here. Somebody said look at Streamlabs. So, shout out to Eric K, Cam Man, all the mods. Appreciate you guys as always doing your thing, doing your damn thing. There's so many tabs to open, and let me see what's going on over here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. All right. Inquisitor says Jeremy is so straight he could suck a dick and it wouldn't be gay. Just as drunk. What? Holy shit. That was savage. Hey, you gave me money though, so not Jay, you. But good stuff. That was funny. That was pretty funny. All right. We've got Barry McCockiner says change the Republican logo to a rhino. Well, see, I am not a Republican. I'm a Trumplican, if that's what you want to say. I'm a Trump guy. Trumplican. That's who I am. So I don't support the Republican Party. I support Donald Trump. And so no matter what happens, people keep saying like, oh, if it comes to this, you're going to vote. I will vote for Trump. I will write Trump's name in. I refuse to support anybody except for Donald J. Trump. That's it. That's it. End of discussion. It's over. So, Keck Lord says, doxing, LOL. We used to have a thing called the phone book. Yeah, I heard that. Ian says, let's go. Ian, let's go. Buck says, remember the quartering versus Riccator wrestling vid you reacted to on week 1 of CobraCast from Breaking Rad? A you and Ryan video was made. Did you see it? I think we did react to that. I think we watched that on Daily. I think, but yeah, I knew about that. I had known about that after, because there wasn't long. It wasn't long after that CobraCast. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, glad you and Star Wars Theory hash it out like men. If only more people did that rather than go out and air their dirty laundry. Hail the 199. Hail the chat. Yeah, Theory's a good dude. He's a good dude. Burrito Man, Mr. Member message. Thank you. Troy News says, top story on Fox site, Trump to drop out for plea deal, says podcaster. Christie will take over DeSantis and be front runner in the polls. Fox is LOL now. Is that really what Fox News is? There's no fucking way that that's top story. Fox News. There's no way. There's no way. What? Hang on. This is nonsense. Liberal podcaster. Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. Let's read this story. I'll fucking hear your ads, Fox. All right. Liberal podcaster shocked. Oh, liberal podcaster shocked by co-host prediction that Trump will drop presidential run. Co-host Scott Galloway said he won't run under auspicious of a plea. Oh, no, come on. This person's looking for clicks, and I'm going to give them the attention they're looking for, I guess. I know, Troy News. I know. Podcast host and NYU professor Scott Galloway boldly predicted that Donald Trump won't end up running for president in exchange for a plea deal during an episode of Pivot Podcast on Friday. During Galloway and Kara Swisher's podcast, Swisher asked a co-host about the prediction. I think President Trump is not going to run under this plea deal, he said before the Swisher loudly explained what. Where is that coming from? She continued in a clip flagged by Mediate. No one says that stuff. Galloway told Swisher that former New Jersey governor and GOP presidential candidate Chris Christie had said something similar. I actually think Governor Christie is going... I actually think Governor Christie is going to surpass DeSantis and be the number 2, but I don't think it will matter. I don't understand, and I can't empathize with President Trump, but I know how old rich men think. Galloway said he has a very nice life, and his life can go back to the golf course. So this is the whole point behind this. God, this is nonsense. This is bullshit. I don't believe any of this. Okay. So, what I do believe is that this is what they want. They want to believe that this is what Trump is going to do. Donald Trump will never back down. He said it in his speech at Turning Point. He said, I had a wonderful life. And I gave it all up to fight for you, to fight for America. You know, people can say like Trump is arrogant and he's got an ego and all of that. Of course he does. Every successful man has an ego. Of course he does. Do you think Michael fucking Jordan doesn't have an ego? Do you think Kobe Bryant didn't have an ego? Do you think Tom Brady doesn't have an ego? Great men and great people have egos. That's called being a fucking man. There's nothing wrong with having an ego. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So, of course, Trump has an ego. And so anyway, Trump never had to do this. He did. He's right. I mean, we all know this. Donald Trump was a beloved figure the world over. Hollywood loved him. The media loved him. Television loved him. People loved Trump. He was a billionaire. He had everything he ever wanted in life. But he finally, and he's been asked to run for president since 1980. He finally saw it. And he said, I've had enough of this. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. And he has ruined his life in a lot of ways. He's absolutely ruined his life. So I really get aggravated when I hear people say like Trump's just doing this for his ego. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You have no idea. If he's doing it for his ego, he already won. He already was president So he doesn't need to continue. They've arrested this man multiple times. They've impeached him over bullshit multiple times. They've ruined his businesses. They've gone after his family. Every conversation he says, every conversation he has to think about, who am I talking to? What am I saying? How is it going to be manipulated? Every single conversation this man has. He doesn't have to do this. He's doing it because he feels that the country needs it, and he's right. So they're not going to stop him. He's not going to back down ever. And the fact that this guy, Chris fucking Christie, are you kidding me? No, Vivek will, if anybody takes the number 2 position, it will be Vivek. He is trending in that right direction. Chris Christie is garbage. Chris Christie, I don't want to say anything disrespectful about Chris Christie other than he is a slobbering fat piece of disgusting shit. And if I had to look at myself every day like Chris Christie has to do, I'd fucking just never be able to get out of bed. What a fat, sloppy, ugly, nasty piece of garbage human he is. That's what Chris Christie is. And but other than that, I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I don't want to say anything. I'm not going to be disrespectful to Chris Christie, the fat tub of lard. I would never say anything disrespectful about him like that. So, but yeah, I mean, he really is. He really is. Yes, dude closed a public beach so he and his family could go. Yes, 100%, 100%. Chris Christie's a terrible person. Terrible person. Yeah. But thank you, Troy News. I appreciate that, buddy. Dragon Death says Megyn Kelly is like an old high school classmate. You didn't get along with her ever, but became really good buds with years later. I know from experience. Yeah, I'm definitely after her speech at Turning Point, she was on point, bro. She was on point. It was really good. Hernandez Professional Accounting says God's children are not for sale. 199 will never surrender to the elite and the woke. Hope everyone has a good week. Thank you. Jessica, what's up, Jessica? Team DeSantis called Jake Tapper a truth seeker. Yes, isn't he doing an interview tomorrow with Jake Tapper? I think it's tomorrow. What's up, Rodimus Primal? How you doing, man? Yeah, I think it's tomorrow, and we probably will react to that one. Kevin Cron with 5 D-Day Cobra memberships. Look at there. Troy News, Trump Lake 2024, then Lake 28, 2032. Hey, I'm game for that, man. Kerry Lake is a badass. All right. Troy News says, I don't lie to you, Cobra. I know, buddy. I know. Yeah, Kerry Lake is still, to this point in time, let's see. War Bandit, D-Day Cobra, was her speech a turning point for you? A turning point? I mean, I really don't listen to Megyn Kelly, but obviously I'm sitting there and I had to listen to what she said, and she was just on point as hell, man. She was just great. So, yeah, let's see. Rising Underdog. Good evening, Snake Pit. Sounds like you had an incredible weekend. I'll have to watch Megan's full speech after this. At first, I was pissed about Tucker's firing, but now I'm realizing he was set free. Yes, Tucker is a rock star. I was in line getting ready to go through security when Tucker Carlson walked in, and the place went crazy. Just the line I was in, Tucker chants. It was awesome. And then again, when he came out there for his speech, he crushed it. To me, he stole the show. He stole the show. Tucker is the man. He is the man. So, Sacred Clown TV. Dude, I have fought with eBay and UPS for a week, and the seller went MIA. I'm getting you a new display, and we'll have your flag to you soon. UPS is supposed to be processing my refund for the damage. Damn, man. Sacred Clown TV, you've already done enough, bro. I don't want you to go too much like over and beyond. The thought that counts, man. And I'm sorry you've had so much trouble with this, but I really appreciate it, man. I really do. So thank you so much. Let's see. Dragon Dances. I hope Chris Christie doesn't join Trump and Meatball as third to go to DQ. There won't be any food left. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Trump Lake 2024, then Lake Vivek 2028. Thoughts? I don't think we can map out that far for a president and VP ticket for 2028. You're going to see a lot of people, elevate over the next 4 years, regardless as to what happens in the 2024 election. You're going to see a lot of people elevate. So I do think that DeSantis had a lock for 2028 if he just would have played his cards right. And instead, he's walked into a political buzzsaw. And has he ended his career? I think it's hard to say that, because this is a guy who has done a fantastic job in the state of Florida and had a ton of momentum. So I don't know if we can say he's completely ruined his career, but he has definitely hurt himself significantly. Whereas if he would have just supported Trump, had Trump's back through all of this, he would have been the heir apparent. He would have been the guy. And he's ruined all that now. He's ruined all of it. So, let's see. Jester says, glad you afforded Christie the respect he deserves. Thank you. Let's see. Kevin Cron, we love Trump because he is going through heck for our country. Absolutely. Bob R says Tucker and Kelly in 2028. You never know. You never know. I mean, I think Tucker would be a fantastic VP for Trump. I don't think that that's possible, but I would love to see something like that happen. Let's see. Moral objection. Can we get about 500 more likes, please? Yeah, we're at 700 now. So we still need 300 more likes for that sexy back end. Sexy back end. Where's our buddy Hayden Wayne at, by the way? Hayden Wayne. I haven't seen Hayden in a few days. I hope Hayden's doing okay. And sometimes he lurks, and that's fine. I just want to know you're doing okay, Hayden. So hopefully you're doing okay, buddy. Sacred Clown TV. Oh, shit. Hang on. Kecklord says, bruh, you need a point counterpoint from an older person. I will work for tacos and just a smidgen. Just ask me. I don't need the money or likes. I mean, I'm pretty old, to be honest with you, Keck Lord. I'm getting up there in the years, man. So, but hey, the older, wiser people are always the smarter ones for sure. Let's see. I'm just seeing if, I was seeing if Hayden had commented. Didn't see him. Sacred Clown TV. Nah, dude, you're getting this flag, and I am happy to support you. Trump is important to me and my military family. You mean a lot to his cause, to us. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Fantastic versus Knox, a slight segue from political talk. Good to see Disney continue to burn. It's getting very toasty for them, and I am okay with it. Yeah, Disney is really struggling right now. Sound of Freedom has really put them in a bad spot. So Sound of Freedom is a movie that Disney had all the rights to, and they could have fully released it, a finished film and everything, when they made the purchase of Fox, and they decided to shelf the movie. And so they were done, and they could have released this film. They could have backed this film. They could have put this film out and sent a really positive message, but instead they said, no, we don't think this movie is important. We don't think people should see it. And, the rest is history. They worked really hard to get this movie through an independent studio, and now the world is seeing it, and it's really making a big difference in a lot of different ways. And it's hitting it's kind of really striking a chord with a lot of people out there. Meanwhile, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is set to be one of the biggest losses in the history of Disney's box office. And that just kind of, looks at all these other films that they have lost money on, and it's a really bad run for Disney right now. So, yeah. Kekler says, I am 57. You're still a young guy too, then. You're still a young guy. Let's see. Such 512 says, I am a Texan. How would you compare Texas heat to Florida heat? Asking for a friend. I haven't spent a ton of time in Texas. I mean, I've been to Texas several times, but I can't say I've spent any significant time. The humidity here is what's so bad. And I'm pretty sure you have humidity in Texas. But that's really what the difference is going to be, is how is the humidity in Texas versus Florida? Humidity is horrible here. Horrible. But I don't know how the humidity is in Texas. But I'm sure it's still bad. So I'm sure the chat's going to tell me and inform me. Less humid. So it's less humid in Texas. Yeah, the humidity is the problem in Florida. So like, when you go to Vegas and it's like 110 degrees out there, it's not as bad as Florida being like maybe 95 or 100, because the humidity is not the same. And it's still bad in Vegas. Don't get me wrong. Okay. It's brutal, but shit, man, the humidity sucks here in Florida. It's really fucking bad. Yes, I always wear a hoodie, only for my show, but like I I don't even know if people can tell, but I was finally out in the sun today. Finally, I have not gotten a lot of sun. So I was back here in Pensacola, and I spent the day in the sun, got a lot of sun. It was nice. It felt really good. So, and I'll probably do that again tomorrow as well. I'll probably be getting some more sun as well. Sun is important. It's important. And I have not been doing that a lot. And I usually spend a lot of time out at the pool, a lot. So, all right, where are we at? Yes, so I have I'm not a fashion kind of guy. I find like the same thing and just wear it every fucking wear. It's what I do. Is it Jack? Let's see. Is it Jackin' Back? Says member message. Member milestone. Thanks, Snake Pit. Best spot on the internet. Where can I find the clip of RFK and his stance on the Second Amendment? 47 Battalion, CobraCast 199. That's a good question. I mean, RFK obviously his stance on Second Amendment is not good at all. I if somebody can point him to that, I've never actually heard the clip of it. I've only heard people talk about his Second Amendment takes, but I don't know of actual clip of it. So hopefully the Snake Pit can help you out. If you're in the Discord, I'm sure that's going to be a good place to find it. So the Discord, Geeks and Gamers Discord, and then the Snake Pit section, a lot of links are over there. On Odin's Fate, did you hear about China's new missile faster than speed of sound? It was on Bongino's. World War III is going to start before 2024. Loved seeing you on Theory. Hail. So here's the thing. I think we have a lot to worry about right now. And my prediction is that war is the new COVID for the election in 2024. I believe war will be the distraction. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't think I am at all. I think that war will be the COVID for them. And I'm worried about it. I'm very worried about it. I mean, you know, like we're about to go watch Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is basically going to be the story of the very first atomic bomb and the development of it from Oppenheimer himself and from his perspective as a character. It's basically a movie about him. And obviously that's kind of really like, I've been really doing a lot of like, World War II is fascinating, truly fascinating. Obviously war, man, it's not something that we should ever want. We should ever cheer for. We should never pull for. And the fact that the left is now trying to celebrate that while Trump himself is saying like, you know, I want people to stop dying and I will end this war in 24 hours. That's what we need, you know? And it's just ridiculous. And I'm so tired of the left pushing this nonsense. Wedge says, can I get the damn in honor of my anniversary chat? You absolutely can. You absolutely can. Damn! One more time. Damn! Oh, man. But yeah, we are at a point where politicians, a lot of evil corporate people, they want war like they do. This is why they hate Trump. And I think that we're going to get some type of war, and that's going to be our new COVID. So like, oh, you can't vote Biden now. We're at war. He's a wartime president. Or whatever. Or maybe because maybe that's going to be Gavin Newsom come in and help Biden with the war. And then it's like, well, this is the guy. You know, Biden can't physically do it anymore. That's my concern. I can't wait. But on that note, like from a entertainment standpoint, like going back to Oppenheimer, I think Oppenheimer is going to be fucking phenomenal. Like I think Oppenheimer is going to be incredible. I don't think that I don't think it's gonna turn the needle like at the box office. Like it's not gonna be $1 billion movie or anything, but I think Oppenheimer is gonna be incredible. It's gonna be incredible. And but we will see what happens. We will see what happens. Sending out these young men and women to this BS war pisses me off. Absolutely. Absolutely. First movie you'll watch this year. It's Nolan. Nolan's the GOAT. I personally believe Christopher Nolan's the greatest filmmaker on the planet. I think he's probably the greatest filmmaker of all time. And I've been a Nolan fan since pretty much since I saw Batman Begins. And but I mean, like, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the crazy stuff that Nolan's doing for this movie. Like it's crazy, man. Like, see if I can find it right here. So this right here. This is Christopher Nolan. Right here. Christopher Oppenheimer dropping a real nuke, behind the scenes exclusive.
I've been making films for the big screen for a long time now. Everything is about that larger than life experience that we're intending to give the audience at the end of things. I knew I wanted to try and do it in some ways in camera.
It read on the page as the most exciting sequence. And I definitely was scratching my head about how we were going to achieve it.
There was a huge effort in terms of utilizing current technology in a way that hasn't been done before.
This film is so complex and ambitious. I just don't think he would have been able to pull it off 10 years ago.
Shit, how are we going to do this? Because he's going to want to do this for real.
We all know that Chris is, very big on getting everything in camera and doing things as real as possible.
Assume you're doing it until told otherwise.
We shot it at the end because we knew that we would have to learn how to do all this stuff before we got to that sequence.
When we arrived there, we felt ready to do that and ready to apply it to like a real big set piece.
To make it sing to today's audiences, I sort of felt like for me to really engage with it, I wanted it to have bigger possibilities. I wanted to do it in a way that I was excited about.
Enormous. It's extraordinary to set eyes upon. So you just can't recreate the elements like we had to deal with there.
I remember at the end of the day, like I was dizzy and I was standing next to Nilo Otero and standing next to Chris, and we called cut. And I remember Chris just kind of calmly looked over at Nilo and I. Chris goes, "That was good." And Nilo and I just looked at each other and just sat back. We just started laughing. I was like, we were coming to my hotel room that night, just collapsing.
It's very much cinematic. It's something that you have to see on the screen. It's a grand scale entertainment. And for me, that was always the ambition for the film.
Okay, let's do one more of those right away, please.
That's crazy, bro. So movie looks amazing. Nolan's amazing. I think, like I said, I think he's the greatest filmmaker on the planet. And we will see what happens. We will see what happens. I'm looking forward to it, though. I think it's going to be amazing. Let's see. All right. Again, that was awesome. Yes, J-Rock. What's up, J-Rock? J-Rock in the house. Let's see. Nolan doesn't do special effects if he can help it. Like, if you look at like here, hang on, let me show you. It's why I'm such a fan. I mean, there's many reasons why, but my favorite movie of all time is Interstellar. And let's see if I can find it. Yeah, like Nolan didn't even use CGI for Interstellar for the most part. Like right here. how to rebuild the interstellar black hole without CGI. And it says the black hole at the heart of Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. That's not a metaphor. I'm referring to the naturally occurring space phenomenon, yada, yada, yada. But using only in-camera elements and computer compositioning, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to find it where it says like, better known as Shanks FX, did that very thing, transforming such desperate images as miniature models, glowing fans, and well-lit oil into surprisingly convincing take on the interstellar event. So like he used hardly any CGI in Interstellar. A little bit he did, but most of it he didn't. You know what I mean? And that's what's crazy about this dude is that he goes out of his way to not. Hang on, let's see. Like here, right here. The Tesseract scene in Interstellar was shot using a physical set. Like, do you know how many filmmakers just always go with like, hey, let me just use CGI to do this? No, he's like, no, we're building a physical set. So yeah, good stuff. So anyway, we'll see how Oppenheimer is, and we will go from there. All right. Matt Damon deepfake. Yes. All right. Where are we at on the chat? Keckler says, why? A million YouTube channels have done this. Talking about Oppenheimer. I mean, sure. I mean, it's an actual movie with an actor and a great cast portraying the entire life of him. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good documentaries on Oppenheimer and World War II and all of that. I guess Carl Sagan was fake. J-Rock says, feet, please. We're not doing this again, J-Rock. You're not getting it. You're not getting brief feet. I think Valkyria Winter was willing to drop 500 to get brief feet. Troy News says, Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy was the greatest achievement in cinematic history, period. I don't disagree. I think that Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings movies, the only three that a lot of people consider, but obviously the original trilogy of those, greatest films ever made. Not my favorite, but I think they're the greatest films ever made. Greatest films ever made. So, oh dear God, no. Yes, we're not getting that party started again. What Discord name? I searched Geeks and Gamers as well as Snake Pit. Did Canada ban you? I don't think so. Eric or Cam Man, can you get a link to the Discord? You may have to go through the approval. There's some kind of, like we were getting spam botted a lot, so I think you have to have like a phone number or whatever. But I'm sure our mods can drop a link and we can get you in there. There it is, right there. Eric K just dropped it. So there's the link to Discord. Let's see. How about my feet? No, you don't want to see my feet. All right, we got it. Do you really come in here fucking spamming? Are you really coming in here spamming? Nobody wants that shit, okay? Get the fuck out if you want to come in here spam. Nobody wants to hear your bullshit, okay? If you want to come in here and if you want to talk, if you want to have a conversation, if you want to say your piece, that's fine. But when you come in here spamming, you can get the fuck out and you can stay out. Nobody wants to deal with your bullshit. Get out. Get out. We have back end. We don't. Where did it go? We have back end. We don't need feet. Oh man, guys are funny as hell. Oppenheimer will bomb in Japan. That's probably the first time that joke's ever been made. That's got to be it. That's an original one from Phantom X. That's an original one. Credit to you, my friend. JM the Elite fan over on Rumble says, bro, if Jeremy shows his feet, I'm doing a chargeback for all the donos I've done. He's gonna get all of them. He's gonna take all of them back. It's crucial that we do not make JM the Elite fan get a refund for all of his donations. Kegler says, least we forget Sound of Freedom. Not at all. Sound of Freedom is All right, it might be. I think Sound of Freedom. Well, it's probably going to fall to number 4 next week. But if Sound of Freedom can outperform in the long run, if it can outperform Mission Impossible, and I think that's realistic. By the way, I think that's realistic. So because Mission Impossible may or may not get the 200 million domestically, and Sound of Freedom is going to hit 100 million after 3 weeks. So that's wild. And again, all of the people coping over it. John Campea won't cover the movie. He won't even mention it. He won't talk about it. Grace Randolph's made all of these excuses, right-wing conspiracies, all of this shit. It's just insane. Let's see. Jeremy, YouTube removed the American flag emoji from general chat rooms on Saturday. Thoughts? Is that when it was Saturday? So what happens when you, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can drop an American flag emoji in the chat right now. Let's see. Yep, there you go. That's been a while though. Yeah, so you see that? Now see? We've got a few people that are dropping them. See that? Oh, that's the member flag though, right? So as a member, you can drop it. Is that the member flag? But the letters, if you drop the emote from, so if you drop the emote from your phone, it doesn't let you. But if the members, you can. Is that it? Let's see. I posted the red flag from my cell. Not your member. Oh, it meant just a general emoji. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I see where it says just the letters for some people. So that's really strange. It's weird. Non-members are dropping it too. Okay. Well, I have no idea what their game is, man. By the way, if you're just joining in on Rumble, the Rumble CEO dropped like $600 in super chats on our stream earlier. Put us on the front page on Geeks and Gamers. We had like 2,700 people watching us on Rumble. Shout out. So that's the Rumble CEO has done that for us. And the Kick CEO has done that for our Geeks and Gamers as well. Crushing it, man. Crushing it. Keck Lord says, by the way, I'm a G.I. Joe fan. Smart man. It's the D-Day Cobra member emoji, says Ginger. Okay. Got you. Let's see. See. Squiddy Girl says, hey, Jeremy, this is my first time sending a super chat. And what could be better than sending my first super chat to the best live stream ever? Hail the 199. Well, look at that. Thank you for sending your first super chat here. That is appreciated, and that is awesome. Look at that. Look at there. Welcome in, Squiddy Girl, for the $5 super chat. That's awesome. Appreciate that. And the 199, the Snake Pit, is the best, and it's mainly because of the people here. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just some guy talking into a camera. It's you, the people in the chat. The people in the chat are what makes this show continue to run. And I do have some plans for growing this channel. I see Squad Nuts over on Rumble with a beautiful American flag emoji. I see a few of you over there on Rumble dropping the American flag emoji. So there we go. All right. Thank you, Squiddy Girl. I appreciate that. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. Seems like most of you are. All right. Where are we at? I don't know. Are we going to make Sexy back in tonight? I don't know. Because again, as I said, I have a very, very, very early morning tomorrow. And I'm going to have to, this is probably a little bit shorter, maybe another 10 minutes or so. I have to get up very early. I have some family business to tend to. And so that's why I'm back in Pensacola. I'll be in Pensacola all week pretty much. So Snake Pit is legendary. Smash the like, says Lisa. Yep, so we're at 830 likes right now. Cowboy One says Campy is a piece of shit. I can't believe Ryan loves him. Ryan doesn't love him. He doesn't, definitely doesn't. I used to be a big fan of John Campea. Again, this is how I've learned to be a YouTuber, by watching other people do it terribly. I used to be a huge fan of Campea, huge fan of the Schmoes Know, all of those guys. And I've learned how not to be a YouTuber by them because they were so bad. They were so bad at it. And Bull Bear says, old school studio, I dig it. Right back at you, Bull Bear. Let's see. Ghost Rider says, how many have had issues trying to go see Sound of Freedom with the theaters trying to refund money and no AC and such when every other screen is good? Yeah, I've seen a lot of those reports. I haven't looked too far into it, but I have heard a lot of that stuff out there. Keklord says, where do I send my 12-inch G.I. Joe Gemini capsule to you? To my P.O. box. It's probably in the description, but I'm sure Eric K or Cam Man can drop the link to or drop my P.O. box information if you don't have it. Yeah, I saw someone talking about they watched Collider too. Yeah, I used to watch Collider. I used to watch Schmoes Know. I used to watch AMC Movie Talk before it was Collider. And yeah, Reignited Republic says prefer Pensacola. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to have to make a decision here in about 5 months as to what direction I will take Geeks and Gamers. 5 months is when the year lease is up. And the question becomes, what do I do? What do I do from a business standpoint? Now, I'm basically paying rent. I've rented a place in Orlando for a year to see how it goes. It's expensive, very expensive. I wish that the money was going towards maybe a purchase, like a house that I had purchased or a location that I had purchased. It would feel a lot better because I'm getting smoked right now. Because I mean, it's a huge place. It's a huge place. You've seen the vlogs. And, so yeah, I got about 5 months left on the lease, and I have to make a decision. Do I stay there, which I will not, mainly because the internet. And at that point, do I buy a place that we operate out of and I'm back and forth? Do I shut down the whole Orlando operation, which I don't foresee happening? What is the next step? And that's really what the next 5 months are going to have to really determine. So, yeah, the internet is the deal breaker for that particular location. Internet sucks there. It just sucks. And, but I think that, I don't know. I mean, it's just it'll be interesting to see what the next step is. I've had people actually like, they said like, you should just, do like a crowdfunding campaign to help, purchase the house that you want, and go full Tim Pool, have a whole studio there and everything. I already have the people there. I have the team there. But to get a place like that, it's going to require a massive amount of money that I personally just do not have based on everything else we have going on. So, so I don't know. It's it's an interesting scenario that let's see. Hang on. Culture War News says no. You suck. Okay, then why are you here? I mean, it's okay to be here. I saw you can let him, Eric K. You can let him be here as long as he's not spamming. If he's been spamming, he's got to go. But yeah, I think the 1,200 people here probably disagree with you. And it's okay that you don't like me. That is 100% okay. But I am more successful than you. I have a slightly above average penis and pretty big following on YouTube, and I know how to talk to women, and I don't cry when I look down at my shriveled up little penis like you do, because I actually have a presentable piece. So anyway, I don't know who this weirdo is, but it doesn't matter. A kick deal. We'll see. We'll see. Somebody said, prove it. Wait, hang on just a minute. Did you just say prove it? Did you just say prove it when I said I have an above average? If you just said prove it, then I got news for you.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Oh man. The better one's this one though. This is the better one. All right.
In San Francisco, it's all about, well, you know, gay bathhouses, and it's all about round-the-clock sex. It's all, come on, man.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Oh man. What's up, Alec Baldwin's finger? Jeremy saw Black Panther 2. There is your proof. What's up, Alec Baldwin's finger? He don't miss. He don't miss. Rising underdog. Hail the above averagers. Keckler says San Antonio, Texas. Natalie says, Jeremy, how do I get a private message to you? I need your help with my woke son. I mean, I don't really, I would never really offer any direct advice in private or anything like that. If you're welcome to take, any public points that I make that are general, but, I think that would probably put me in a very, tough predicament if I'm giving direct advice to another parent about how to handle their kid. So I would not want to offer you direct advice on that. So I would just say, again, just in a general sense, like my method on, and it's not just like being a parent, but just in general, I'll show you. I have a better way. I'll just show you my method. Okay. I'll just show you my method. This is literally how I kind of manage, like from a team standpoint. This is kind of my method in life. Like, so I have like people on my team, and I basically, this is how I manage. But I think this is how like people should be treated in life in general, right here.
Any luck?
On a bike this morning.
Oh. You see where the sun is?
Up there.
Yeah, on the back of your neck. You're casting a shadow. If you can see it, the fish can see it. Always fish with the sun in your face. The other bank's the place. That is, if you want my opinion.
Gosh, Emperado, I want your opinion. Look, Mama won't let me go over there.
Why not?
I can't swim.
You can't what?
I can't swim.
How old are you?
6. Help him, he can't swim.
Let me learn. Everybody should swim. Just reach out in front of you and grab a handful of water. Pull it back towards you. Not too fast. That's the way I learned.
I did it, Emperado, I did it!
Good.
Well, how will he get back?
Swim.
Well, he might drown.
Well, then you go get him.
Well, I can't swim either.
Oh man, the good old days right there. That's how you got to do it, man. You got to do it like that. Figure it the fuck out. figure it out. That's literally my motto in life. Figure it out. Like, I don't have a plan for most things I do. I just figure it the fuck out. You know, obviously there's some planning. I own a business. There's obviously certain aspects of it, but like, I don't have like a standard kind of set of things I do. I just figure shit out. Sometimes I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing half the time, and I just figure it out along the way. That's just my motto in life. You know what I mean? So, anyway, got a little derailed there, but it's the way it is, man. It's the way it is. Oh man, they're hitting me for fucking copyright. So I don't know if that'll stay. It should be okay. 199 FM. When are we getting another car ride? Hail the mighty 199. I could, as much traveling as I do. I could probably do that one here in the next couple weeks for you. For sure. So, but yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoy that. I do need to do more car videos. So, noted. Natalie says, Jeremy, I got that one. Let's see. And I again, Natalie, I don't mean any disrespect by it. It's just that I would not want to give like any private advice on anything like that. Your instincts as a parent and you knowing your child, that's gonna be the best method there. I am someone who's just gonna be able to give general vague advice without knowing specifics. So best of luck for sure. Damn it, is my stream getting hit? Hopefully not. Let's see. We will see. Scotty Boy says CWN needs to get a membership. Join the 199. Hail the Snake Pit. CWN. Oh, talking about is the hater still here? Is the hater still here? Okay. Hang on. Where's this person at? You think these channels with around 30,000, 31,000 just pop up out of nowhere for nothing? What? What are you talking about? So this is the person you're saying needs okay. Yes, so CWN needs a membership. Join the 199. Hail the Snake Pit. Okay. What a fucking weirdo. Gary needs your help. Why? What's Gary need help with? I'm trying to see now. Oh, so spamming? Yeah, again, that's the only thing you can't do is spam. You can say as much as you want, but you can't just spam. We should get John Wayne to teach SJWs how to cross the freeway. Member him. Gary can't start his stream? What? Is Gary trying to go live? Has Gary fallen and he can't get up? Is Gary playing a video game? Gotta love the internet. Yes. All right, where'd our spammer go? I don't see our spammer anymore. I gotta do live chat. Never do top chat. Do live chat. All right, we are closing in, ladies and gentlemen, on 900 likes. I don't know if we're gonna make it. He didn't really spam. You should check on him now. Is he live? Like, hang on. Let me see what's going on here. You guys have too much fun with this. All right. Is he going live on Nerdrotic? Let's see. Nerdrotic live. Is that where he's going on? Let's see. Freaking Gary. I don't see anything. I'm looking at Nerdrotic Live, but I don't see a video or a live show or anything that's scheduled. Oh, here it is. It just showed up. It just showed up. What is he doing? What is he doing? Gary's got like 800,000 fucking subscribers, and he can't figure out his fucking stream. Natalie says, thank you for addressing. Didn't mean to put you in an awkward position. You were just a great guy. Thanks to the 199 membership. You guys rock. Hey, thank you, Natalie. Appreciate it. No, I don't ever know if people are like, trolling or whatever. So you just, you want to make sure that everything's good. Arthur Brown says, check D-Day Cobra Streamlabs. Did you send it to D-Day Cobra or did you send it to Geeks and Gamers? Let's see here. I don't think I can sign in. I'll have to try to sign in to D-Day Cobra. Let's see. Hang on, I'm trying. Got too many things going on here. And you guys want me to help Gary. You guys want me to help Gary? The hell, man. I can't even help myself right now. Yeah, I don't see one for D-Day Cobra. The only one that we really promote is the Geeks and Gamers one, Arthur Brown, which you sent one to not too long ago. So, but I don't have a new one from you on the Geeks and Gamers one. All right. Do you want me to call Gary? Do you want me to call Gary? I'll fucking call Gary. Let's see. Let me call Gary. All right. He's probably not going to answer. Flip phone deactivated. Nope. Let's see if he calls me back. Oh, you guys are so damn funny. Let's see. Gary's whole chat. I didn't skip your chat, Keck Lord. You said oh, sorry. Geez, I'm old, but I know how to circumvent those videos. I'm 57. And you cannot navigate. Yes, I can. I have 5 screens in front of me right now. 5 screens going on. It's wild. We're closing. I'm trying to stall to give you guys time to get us to 1,000 likes. All right. The rule is 1,000 likes or 1,000 in chat revenue. That's the rule. And we're not at 1,000 likes and we're not at 1,000 in a chat revenue either. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead. If for some reason Trump actually drops out, who do you think would be the Republican nominee? And would you support anyone that is remaining? If Trump drops out, which will not happen, but in the hypothetical sense that I think DeSantis would be the nominee. I do believe DeSantis would be nominated in that hypothetical situation, but I don't think that's possible. Lion of the Morning, you should offer technical advice during a phone call. Still sitting here. Gary's whole chat's just filled with 199s now. E. Clay Thomason, serious question. Who is the hottest G.I. Joe babe and why? I say the Baroness. Baroness is 100% in the conversation. Cover Girl is in the conversation. Scarlet, Lady J. Jinx is another one. Jinx is hot. But Baroness is pretty much going to take the cake. It's usually Baroness. Baroness is pretty awesome. It all comes down to the interpretation of it or whatever. You know, like there's different versions of these characters, but yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, hang on. Gary was live and ended because microphone was echoing. God damn it. Get Gary on. I want to hear how excited it was when he discovered fire. If Gary answers that call, so much fun will be had. Yeah. Someone closed the door to Gary's streaming room. You guys are killing me now, man. What the hell? All right. This is a lot of fun, actually. I'm just anticipating it now. I'm just anticipating him go live. Jesus, Gary, what are you doing? All right. Well, while we're waiting, we do have something to show you. All right. And we are closing in on 1,000 likes. So, but we do have something to show you, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, do you want to feel old? How many of you want to feel old before we show you tonight's Beard of Shame? How many of you want to feel old as hell? I'm going to make all of you feel old. The Dark Knight was released 15 years ago today. 15 years ago today. Oh my goodness. Bro, I have vivid memories of seeing this movie, and it makes me feel so old. 15 years have passed since I saw The Dark Knight. One of the greatest films ever made. Jeez. Arthur Brown says, I sent $199 on Streamlabs with the message, this is all I can afford. I think you got the PayPal. Oh, okay. That was you then, Arthur. Well, I didn't want to say the name because that's why. So yeah. Because it's a different name, right? So let me see here. There's no message with it. But was that you? Confirm that for me if that was you, buddy. And I appreciate it. But yeah, anytime I get stuff directly to PayPal, I don't say the name because I don't want to say anyone's name unless you're okay with that. I like to get permission. Okay, cool. That's you then, Arthur. All right, cool. Yeah, always looking out for the peeps. Don't want to put anybody's information out there unwillingly or accidentally. It's a responsibility of someone in a position like us that get, donations and support from the people. Some people don't have to. Yes, Arthur. Yes. That's the initials right there. But so that's why I didn't say it. But yes, I did get that. So thank you. I don't see the message though, but that is the initials. So people's anonymity is important if they choose to be. Jordan B. Peterson has one of the worst takes on the fucking planet. So when it comes through on PayPal, not Streamlabs, but on PayPal, it does show me, I guess it all depends on how you send it. But yes, I see the real name there. So, what up, Warren Smith in the house? I see my boy Warren Smith, Warren's G's in the house. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is. While we're waiting for Boomer Gary, you guys know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, CobraCast 199 is proud to present to you tonight's Beard of Shame.
Yeah. Fuck you. Heartfelt.
Hello, CobraCast and the 199. Wow, I'm so loved. Ever since I was a young boy, it's been my dream to one day be able to grow a beard like my role model, Jack Murphy. But try as I might, I never could. Imagine my surprise when I was told I won tonight's Beard of Shame. I want to thank everyone here for making my dream come true. And I also want to say,
I will never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2 plus.
All right, that was good. My hero, Jack Murphy. That was good. Very good. Very good, Hailstorm. Very good indeed. All right. We are close, ladies and gentlemen. We are close. You know what? Let's just watch it all together. The sexy back end as we hit 1,000 likes. We're going to hit it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. As we cross the 1,000 like threshold. Boom. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Boom. Boom. There we go. There we go. 1,000 likes as Nerdrotic gets the live stream going. So we're going to go over there and watch Gary for a minute. Oh, man. $578 in chat revenue, 18 new members. I actually think there's more members than that. Seems like that number's kind of off a little bit, but 18 new members. So shout out to all of you for the support. Plus, we have, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was full screen. Plus, we had the 199 from Arthur Brown, and we had Reignited over there with the 10. So thank you. Really appreciate all the support. You guys are the freaking best. You guys are the freaking best. And now I'm gonna send you over. Now I don't think I have the raid enabled on this channel for Gary, but we're gonna share Gary's screen. Let's listen to Gary for a bit. Let's just see how he's doing. Let's see how he's doing. All right. Let's see what's going on. All right. Actually, no, let's do we don't want to do, hang on. There we go. Okay. So right there. I'm not even subscribed to Nerdrotic Live on this account. I am on Geeks and Gamers. So here we go. Here we go. Our buddy Gary. So the thing is like I have like fucking it's either Geeks and sometimes I'm signed into Geeks and Gamers when I sign in to subscribe to a channel. Sometimes I'm signed into D-Day Cobra. I have like 10 accounts on YouTube, so I can't keep up. I can't keep up. But let's see if Gary's stream works. You guys go over there and show some love to our good friend Nerdrotic. Let's see if he he's probably like, why the fuck is Jeremy calling me? So let's see here.
Hey, can you hear me now? It's noon somewhere. Oh my God. I hope it's not all echoey. Let me check right now to see if my audio seems to be working. I guess you will tell me if it's not. Hail the 199. Yeah, Jeremy was trying to call me. I was trying to get the stream going. I'm on a camera where the cord is this long. Plug it in. So I'm on battery. And I'm also on shitty StreamYards. So the audio is going to suck. And
I love that, man.
I'm already getting the bar. I'm on hotel internet. So here we go. We're just going to do this. All right. Obviously, I'm not in San Antonio. So I'm going to repeat myself from the last Boomer stream. I drove from San Antonio to Tucson in a day. The Thermometer never hit under 100 degrees. And I guess I missed some massive monsoon in Tucson as soon as I left. It was beautiful when I left. Beautiful blue skies. Got to San Diego early. Then I had to dick around and wait to check into my hotel room and get everything set up. Then I been taking my notes, working on my next video, which I'm going to... Chris, if you're watching, Gore, I know you're out there. I'm going to have to back out on you, dude. I'm sorry. I was supposed to go see Oppenheimer with Gore tomorrow, and I can't do it. I can't go up to LA. I gotta get ready for Comic-Con. I gotta obviously go to Best Buy and get a freaking power strip because I always forget them. But other than that, I got everything else. I got absolutely everything else.
All right, I'm gonna drop a 50 on Gary. Watch this.
Sorry, Frank. I love you. So
there we go.
I will be at Comic-Con. I am in San Diego right now. I'm in North County, beautiful North County, where I grew up. Spent my formidable years. I'm not far from my dear mother. I'm gonna go visit.
See how long it takes him to read
it. I've already had a carne asada burrito. Damn good. The 199 loves Nerdrotic. 199. I can't yell, dude. I'm in a hotel. They're probably going to be complaining about me. Jeremy, you did not have to do that. Love you, man. I did ignore your phone call. I was getting set up. Thanks, brother. Hail, Jeremy. How was Trump? I was watching a little bit of CobraCast. I heard you were a little hot waiting in the line.
Oh, man.
Well, I'll be doing the same thing at Comic-Con. Cross the streams. You're not.
All right, guys. You guys go over there. Check out Gary. That's my brother. Love him. Love him to death. And Reignited Republic says, is Quarterblack gonna have you on the Blaze? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could set something up at some point in time when my schedule allows me to go over there. We definitely could do something together. I would be happy to, for sure. Let's see. Lion in the Morning says Gary feels old. Let's see. All right, guys. So thank you. You guys have been the best. I appreciate all the support. And you guys go enjoy a Nerdrotic stream over on Nerdrotic Live. And I hope you all have a great night. And I got some family stuff that I got to attend to tomorrow. And let's see. How many have I missed any? I thought I got everything on Rumble. Oh, yeah, Arthur Brown. Arthur Brown got that one. And Reignited Republic, I know he sent the 10. Johnny the Wiz Kids, I have a Star Wars question. Have you seen the Star Wars Christmas special? Would you prefer that over Disney Star Wars? Even though it's awful, you should see how the Nostalgia Critic reacts to it. Yes, I prefer that over Disney Star Wars. Yes, it's bad, but I still prefer it. Yes. Let me see. Yep, I think we're caught up over there now. So good stuff. Thank you for the support on Rumble. And thank you for the support on YouTube. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Tuesday night's main event. I will not be on daily tomorrow, but please support my bros on daily. I will be dealing with family stuff tomorrow. Nothing bad. But just having to, deal with IRL stuff. And I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you so much for the support. Tuesday night's main event is still happening. I will be there for Tuesday night's main event. It's still happening. Then we will go from there. So have a good night, everybody. And yeah, I noticed that you guys have not abandoned me, and I appreciate that. We're not abandoning you, Jeremy. I know that. You guys are the freaking best, and thank you. I had so much confidence when I went to TP Action and just, talking to people, because I know you guys always support me, and it gives me the confidence to continue to have these conversations, especially some of the contacts at Benny's, lining up for us. It's really good stuff. And have a good night, Warren Smith. I appreciate you, buddy. Hope you have a good night as well. All right, you guys go show some love to my bro, Gary. That's my guy. He's my brother. He's always got my back, always will. I'll always have his, man. Nothing's going to ever stop the Nerdrotic Geeks and Gamers 199 friendship. So thank you guys. Have a great night, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.